the first crocus in my yard of 2023, and it is a little cutie. And look at this adorable little cluster of all these tiny little purple crocus. Oh my God, they're so cute. Look at those three little buds back there. Oh my God. Beautiful. Hello, magical people. It is mid-February in the Pacific Northwest, and it has been a minute since I have checked in. I've been going through some pretty big life transition type stuff that has been having me feel all of the feels and has otherwise just been kind of overwhelming and a bit exhausting. So I appreciate your grace and forgiveness in being so absent of late. But I did have some time to do some yard work this weekend and got to do a lot of cleanup around the yard, leftover stuff from winter and downed leaves. Obviously I didn't do a perfect job, but it gave me the opportunity to uncover all sorts of amazing things happening in the yard. So these are all daylilies, and there's got a lot of new greens coming out, and we've got these little crocuses here, and this is all strawberries. So here's a little strawberry patch, and then a lot of this is all yarrow in through here. And of course, all over the place here, there are just tons of little greens coming up. I'm pretty sure that those little guys and those little guys are both daffodils, and then there's some more daffodils over there in the corner. And then we have here, oh, what is that called? Can't remember what it's called, but I think maybe I didn't bury that bulb deep enough, because I don't think it's supposed to be popping up quite yet, but I could be wrong. And then we have a bunch of mountain spinach, which is a perennial green that you can kind of treat like spinach, eat it raw or cooked. And all of those new little greens are just shooting out. And then there's a second one of those kind of going over here. We also have just a ton of, oh, that is a tiny little spider. Can you see that tiny little spider hanging from my phone? All right, I'm gonna just put you down over here, guy. There you go. Okay, so we have lots of tulip greens popping up all over the place. So we've got tulips right there, and we got some more tulips right there. And the lovage, I think I showed you in a previous clip. And in here it looks like, I think this is lovage. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever it is, it's making a comeback. Let's have a little taste. It's either, oh yeah, that's definitely lovage. I was gonna say it's either lovage or valerian, which also has a sort of similar kind of leaf, but I haven't seen any of the other valerians coming up. So yeah, this is definitely lovage. We have some more tulips popping up right here. And of course, this is the feverfew, which still needs to be cut back a little bit, but I got that one cleaned up a little bit too. And here, not a whole lot happening as of yet, but then there are some more tulip greens right there, and I think that is ranunculus, and then more tulip. And then more tulip, and more tulip, and more tulip, and I think more ranunculus. And then there's all sorts of things going on in here. Like, oh my goodness. And I haven't even gotten to the front part of the yard, which also has a ton of greens that I'm going to show you right now. So, haven't gotten a whole lot of the cleanup done in here. I did get the bergamot cut back today, otherwise known as bee balm. That is what all of this is. And that's a perennial, so that'll start to grow in soon. I'm guessing that if I dug down into these leaves, we'd already see a lot of new growth, but we're supposed to get some kind of cool weather in the next couple days, so I don't want to do that. And here, let them keep their little blanket. This is marshmallow that I still need to cut back, but is also a perennial herb that will come back. So I cut back the cat mint and some of the other mint that's sprinkled in there. Is cutting back here all this mint and catmint from last year that never got cleaned out. And look what I found. Some more little crocuses getting ready to do their thing. Yay. Speaking of cutting back last year's old growth, so as you can see up top here, this sage mint, which is the sort of like gray crunchy looking stuff here, and the mint from last year, which is the brown crunchy looking stuff here, looks pretty bad. It looks like there's not a whole lot left going on, right? But then as you clear away the old stuff, you see down at the bottom all of this new growth here. And that's why it's important both in the garden and in life to clear out the stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore, because when you can get rid of all of that extra just crap, you can see that all along new growth has been happening underneath. You just couldn't really tell. This is all, let's see what's in here. We've got some valerian down at the end, and we have some echinacea, and then we have a ton of chamomile, as well as arnica that comes up in this area. But check this out. So, let's see. Boom, we got more tulips. And then, boom, we got more tulips and some daffodils. And all sorts of greens coming up here. Boom, more tulips. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. So exciting. More greens coming up over here. I think somewhere over here I had another bergamot, but I don't see that one's started. Oh yes, there it is. There it is. There's bee balm. So it is already starting to throw off new greens. Oh, and look at that, more tulip right there. And the chamomile is starting to pick it back up. The strawberries all over the place are starting to get a little bit of green. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. We also have, look at that, more tulips. And more tulips. And then these are all daylilies. And more tulips. Like, they just literally are everywhere, of course. And I am just super excited because when I threw all the bulbs in the ground, it didn't really make the best plan or like map it out. And I don't remember what I put where. I think these are all ranunculus, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think that's about right. And then over here in this guy, which this container is broken down old pushcart, was a gift from Nairi. They said they knew I'd do something cool with it, and I have. So I put some bulbs in here, and there's all sorts of greens starting to pop through there, which is pretty exciting as well. And oh, we got a squirrely. Hi, buddy. You want a peanut? You want a peanut, little one? There you go. There you go. And yeah, I knew there was some more. Yeah, more tulips just everywhere. And oh, yeah, look, I see over here. Look at that, more tulips. And then there are some over in the corner of the yard as well. So, yay, spring is slowly arriving. And I have a lot of cleanup still to do. But the backyard, anyhow, is looking quite nice. And here is an adorable little crocus. I believe actually that this is the first one I saw sprout its greens. And actually there are a few others that popped up and put out their flowers early. So this one was just a surprise today. Yay! Aw, look, it's a camera shy moochin', enjoying some of the catnip that's just started to sprout in the yard. So I'd been wondering why I kept finding this little bluebird figurine that belongs to my Aunt Pam in random places around the yard. And Mr. Man just revealed to me the mystery, and he's already gone.